excited too, Olaf. This is Arendelle's first Christmas in forever.
The first of many to come.
Hello everyone, this is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks Spider-Verse and Frozen 2 fan 2001 year, and welcome back to another Star Wars month, which I'll talk about everything about Star Wars instead of the Phantom Menace. Which honestly guys, this is the main reason why that Hollywood is getting destroyed. It's because of the dangerous Phantom Menace. Please stay away from them. They're a bunch of hypocrites. Anyway guys, so today I am doing a movie review based on Lemberwatch Rapback's favorite film of all time, and yes, I'm definitely giving him a shout out, which is none other than Star Wars The Force Awakens. Came out the year of 2015. So hey guys, do you remember when I say Inside Out is my favorite film of 2015? But more I think about this film, I think this film is 100 times better than Inside Out and Sponge Out of the Water. Pretty shocking, right? Anyway, enough further ado, let's talk about the Star Wars film, which is none other than The Force Awakens. Yay! So, hey guys, and honestly, let's get started. Anyway, I did not see this film in theaters. Nope, I did not see this film in theaters because, number one, I was too young for that because it was PG-13, and honestly, I was kind of huge fan of Star Wars, but back then I was not a huge fan of Star Wars. But after I watched this film do have some Star Wars vibes, and that's the main reason why I watched so many Star Wars films, because this film, this film is the very first film, this film was the very first Star Wars film that brought by Disney. No joke. This film was the very first Star Wars film that made by Disney, which that's pretty cool, honestly, because honestly guys, I can see why that Mickey Mouse are the huge fan of Star Wars, so that's why Disney have a right to buy Lucasfilm, which, yeah, Lucasfilm, you better get yourself together, because nobody wants to see the worst Indiana Jones character to be all new Indiana Jones. Please don't. Harrison Ford is 100 times better than Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Anyway, after I watched this film for the first time ever, last year, and like I said, but honestly guys, I think this film is 100 times better than Inside Out. Yep, this film is 100 times better than Inside Out. And don't worry people, I love Inside Out. It's my second favorite animated film of 2015. Because honestly guys, my number third is Sponge Out of the Water. And yes, I do agree that the story Sponge Out of the Water is the same old story, just like every single SpongeBob episode, like Plankton stealing Krabby Patty California. Yeah, we see that type of story like a million freaking times in every SpongeBob episode, I'm about to say. And sorry guys, and I'm going to call it a Star Wars The Force Awakens as my new favorite film of 2015. Yup, that's right. It's even better than Spectre, Kingman the Secret Service, Inside Out, and definitely way better than Sponge Out of the Water. And don't worry people, I like those four movies. It's a very amazing and masterpiece. But all I gotta say, the main reason why I think this film is my favorite is because this film, probably Lucasfilm worked so hard to make this film. And this film was the very first film that cost $1 billion, which that's pretty cool, because we never seen a Star Wars film that cost a 200 or 300, which honestly guys, I'm not great going up with movie math, for goodness sakes. Anyway, I don't have any flaws about this film, and yes, I'm gonna regret my flaws about this film, because my flaws about this film is kind of mummy that you dig it. Honestly guys, it's kind of mummy that you digging in the garbage, and when you think about some flaws in the garbage. So yeah guys, and my fault is officially in the garbage. Anyway guys, enough further ado, let's talk about how masterpiece this film is. The story is a really well done. The character is really well in. Like Ray is my favorite character in this film. Han Solo, he's even better than he was in the older Star Wars film, or you could call it the OG Star Wars film. And Luke Skywalker has some amazing and the best character art I ever seen for a Star Wars film. And Kylo Ren, fantastic villain. And the Stormtrooper is so freaking amazing. And Finn, I like Finn. Finn is a really likable character. And honestly, guys, an Oscar Isaac character, which is the very first Star Wars film that have Oscar Isaac character, and I love Oscar Isaac because this is the same guy that he was in one of my favorite film of all time, titled Frozen 2, which is noted across the Spider-Verse as Miguel O'Hare. Yep, him as Miguel O'Hare will always be my favorite performance I ever seen from Oscar Isaac, and as a main reason why that Oscar Isaac is officially as my number 5 best actor of all time list. Yay! And sorry guys, and BB-8 is such an adorable robot, and the action scene is really amazing, and the visual is the best working out of the Star Wars 2015 film, which, what's that supposed to mean? I don't understand it. Anyway, and Princess Leia, rest in peace to her actress, but she did a wonderful job as a princess. And on the guy in the cinematography, in the production, on the guys, I can see why a lot of people really care about the Star Wars back then. But now a lot of people, but now Lucasfilm just don't even give a ass about the Star Wars fan, and they always care about the Phantom Menace, because every single time they keep doing a Star Wars movie, the Phantom Menace keep going to woke. Anyway, stupid idiot. Sorry guys, I just really want to roast that woke term, because that woke term is so freaking annoying and it's always getting on my nerve. Anyway, in the climax is very intense, and honestly guys, in the ending was a very amazing ending, and such a beautiful way to end of this film. And thank goodness this film was a follow-up before Star Wars The Last Jedi. And yes, people, I heard some people think this film is the very first film that have a woke term. Well, a lot of people say Star Wars The Last Jedi is the very first film that started the Phantom Menace, not Star Wars The Force Awakens, because if you say Star Wars The Force Awakens has started the Phantom Menace, why this film got a critical acclaim? Why this film got a box office success? And why in the world this film was in every single people in the top 10 best film of 2015? Huh? You gotta think about it. Use your freaking common sense and finally realize that Star Wars The Last Jedi is the very first Star Wars film that started the Phantom Menace, not Star Wars Force Awakens. Are you stupid? So overall guys, Star Wars The Force Awakens is such a masterpiece, and is such a open way to present a Star Wars film made by Lucasfilm and Disney. And thank goodness Disney by Lucasfilm, and this is the best way that you would deduce of the Star Wars made by Disney. And sorry guys, this is honestly, this is officially is one of my favorite film of 2015. This is easily my 4th favorite Star Wars film I have ever seen in my life, because honestly guys, my number 2 is, which Star Wars film I do like? Do I like this film or The Last Jedi? Nah, let's put The Last Jedi as the number 3rd and put this film as my 2nd favorite. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. But this film is one of my 2nd favorite Star Wars film I have ever seen in my life, because behind with Star Wars Rogue One, and no people, I'm not gonna call it Rogue One the Star Wars story, which call it a Rogue One the Star Wars story. It's kind of remind me that you go to the elementary school and you reading a book with the freaking kindergarten. And sorry guys, I'm gonna give Star Wars The Force Awakens a 10 out of 10. This is an epic, brilliant masterpiece, and I'm giving this amazing movie a seal of Nicky awesomeness. I'm gonna give a special shout out to my pal, Lumberwalk Strikeback. And yes, people, Lumberwalk Strikeback do improve his behaviors. And honestly, guys, he's way better than he was in 2017. Yeah, him in 2017. Yeah, just like what he said. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna forget that on his way. And honestly, guys, this is way better than his older channel, which, yeah, I do agree. Yeah, honestly, guys. And honestly, we all agree that Lumberwalk Strikeback or this YouTube channel is the worst piece of garbage you ever seen in your life. Sorry guys, that was my movie review of Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is the one film that got introduced by Disney. And sorry guys, in this film is 100 times better than Rise of Poot Walker, which, yes people, I saw the comment when people say, hey Nick, can you give Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker a chance? No. I will never, ever gonna give Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker more The Rise of Poot Walker a chance. Because that film is a huge, and that film was, honestly guys, the main reason why I'm not gonna give Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker or Rise of Poot Walker a chance is because number one because honestly number one, Kevin Kennedy just seriously spit in the face. That film just seriously spit in the face to the Star Wars fan. And second of all, that film had one of the worst kissing scenes I have ever seen for a film since Sonic kissing the princess in a Sonic game that came out in 2006. Disgusting! And sorry guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of the Star Wars month, wink, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video with your whole family. And no people, I'm not gonna do a rant on the Star Wars story, which number one, I don't count as a Star Wars month, and second of all, that film came out in May, and third of all, that film is not a worth of time to talk about one of the, I won't say it's the worst Star Wars film, because if you call Solo a Star Wars story as the worst Star Wars film, yeah, I kind of sound like a cuckoo head, because honestly guys, they're way worse. Honestly, I will pee right now. But there are way worse Star Wars film than Solo a Star Wars story like this, or this, and oh god no! Sorry guys, subscribe, comment, share the video with your family, and I see you next time, and so long, and adios YouTube, adios!